Hey everyone, let me ask you, do you like to be in control? I know I do. There is just something in me, maybe in you too, that feels this strong desire to be in control. And yet control is the opposite of trust. You see, trust is a scary thing because it's a giving up of control. And yet we exercise trust all the time. When I drive through an intersection in my car, I am trusting that the other cars are going to stop at the red light. I have no control over them. I have to trust that they're going to do that. When I get on an airplane, I am exercising trust in the pilots to fly the plane and get me to my destination. I don't understand all the physics of drag and lift. I have to give up control and entrust my life to those who are leading the plane. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 are verses that Christians learn at an early age, and that's because these verses contain wonderful truths about God and how we follow God, and they teach us a lot about trust and giving up control. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 say this: "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths." You see, many of us cherish these verses, but they actually can scare us. Because here we're being called to trust God and give up control. You're not just being called to trust God with daily activities like school or work, or to trust Him just with your finances or just your relationships. No, notice the proverb says, trust God with all your heart. This is an invitation to entrust everything you have and all that you are to God. All your hopes, all your dreams, all your relationships, all of your life, all of your time. God wants to be in control of all of it. Listen, I know giving up control is a scary thing, and yet it's actually very liberating. Because when I can trust God with everything, I am entrusting myself to one who is all wise, who is all knowing, who is all good, who is all powerful. And so even if I don't understand all things, I am entrusting myself to the one who does. He is worthy of my trust. He is worthy to have complete control over my life. You see, God has shown Himself faithful time and time again. God has shown Himself merciful and gracious. And if I'm really struggling to trust God, I have to remind myself of what He has done for me, ultimately in the person and work of Jesus Christ. I have to go back and remember, Jesus came down to earth for me, for you. He lived, He ministered, He died on a cross, He rose from the dead. He's coming back for you and for me. When I remember that, I can say, yes, I know God cares for me. I know I can trust Him. What amazing love for God to do this for someone like me. And if He would do this, if He would take care of my greatest need, my greatest longings, if He would take care of the deepest thing I needed, salvation, forgiveness, restoration, then will He not take care of all the lesser things? As Romans 8:32 says, He who did not spare His own Son, but gave Him up for us all, how will He not also graciously give us all things? There it is again, all. A God who would do all this for you is a God you can trust. It's a God you can give up complete control to. Would you do that today?